Hello everyone. Today you will learn how to form negative sentences using is, am and are. As I told you in the previous lesson that is, am and are the present forms of the verb be. When we make negative sentences using these helping verbs, it's important to learn contractions because we use them frequently in spoken language and in informal writing. So let's start. As I told you in the previous lesson, in positive statements, the formula is subject plus be. I am in Canada. I is subject and am is the form of be, is the present form of be. To turn it into negative statement, we will add not next to am. So the formula is subject plus be not. I am not. Am is the present form of be here. So I am not. I'm not in Canada. We use contraction for I and am, and contracted form is I apostrophe am, and we pronounce it as I'm. I'm. Rather than saying I am not in Canada, we say I'm not in Canada. If the subject is you, we use are with you. You are not. You are not in Canada. And the contraction can be in two different ways. Either we can contract you and are and say it you're. You're not in Canada. Or you aren't in Canada. Either we contract you and are together or we contract are and not. We cannot contract all of these words together. We can't say you'n't. It's you're not in Canada or you aren't in Canada. If the subject is he, the be form is. So he's not in Canada. It is also contracted in two ways. Either we contract he is to he's not in Canada, or is not is contracted to isn't. He isn't in Canada. The stress is on the first syllable, so is isn't. He's not in Canada or he isn't in Canada. If the subject is she, then either we say she's not in Canada or she isn't in Canada. It is not in Canada. And the contractions are it's not in Canada or it isn't in Canada. Now the subject is we. We are not in Canada and we contract it like this. We're not in Canada or we aren't in Canada. They are not in Canada and we contract it like that. They're not in Canada or they aren't in Canada. I hope you understand the contractions. They're important because to speak fluently, it's very important that you use contractions. Here are some examples. Positive sentence is she's happy. I'm using contraction here. She's happy. Negative, she's not happy or she isn't happy. They're here. They're not here or they aren't here. I'm ready. I'm not ready. With I am, only I am can be contracted. We do not contract am and not together. So there is only one contraction for this sentence. I'm not ready. To turn questions using the present form of be into negative questions, you usually add the word not after the form of be and switch the order of the subject and the verb. Here are some examples. Positive question. Is she happy? Negative question. Is she not happy? Positive question. Are they here? Negative. Are they not here? Positive. Am I ready? Negative. Am I not ready? I hope this lesson was helpful. Please let me know in the comment section about your feedback, and I'll see you again with another lesson. Until then, bye.